Often imitated, never duplicated. The one and only B. Scott. You're listening to The B. Scott Show. Get ready, love muffins.
And I know this wasn't... it's half of the post.
So
I don't understand.
Can you? We're live.
Oh, we're live? Hello.
So, love muffins, this is my first, Love B. Scott podcast of the year.
Woo woo.
Whoop whoop. See, I have to explain how. See, what had happened was.
Whenever someone starts a sentence off with "what had happened was," it is not going to end well. It's some bull.
It's some shit for real.
Can we
So
first?
since we already cut to Kenya Moore, we have Kenya Moore in the house
Hey.
from the Housewives of
Is this my
Atlanta.
camera? Bring it up to the camera.
Why do I say Atlanta like Atlanta?
Because you're
Housewives of
trying to
Atlanta.
be...
trying to make it fabulous when Atlanta's not really.
Yeah, you're doing
I'm playing.
the,
I love Atlanta.
Help us, Lord.
Tina Turner on us.
I cannot.
You know how all of a sudden Tina Turner starts to speak
Atlanta.
with an accent? Yes, darling.
Look, somebody
It
else
goes in
does
and
that
out.
too, but I'm not going to say any names.
No, don't say anything.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's getting messy already. Oh my God, we just started the show and it's
Shit.
getting messy already.
See, that's how
Okay.
girlfriends do. We just know how to do.
So let me go back to, what had happened was we had a podcast with Podcast One, and I started asking about the money. So we were one of the top 10 shows on Podcast One, doing great numbers. My Love Muffins were happy with the show. And so one day I was like, why we ain't seeing no checks? I'm all about my coins and my dollars.
Amen.
Show me the receipts. Like Whitney Houston says, show me the receipts.
Show me the receipts,
Show me the
child. I'm a
receipts.
receipt expert now.
Yes.
Oh,
So
we saw.
I
And-
keep my receipts.
We saw.
I think it's something about like when black people start asking about their money. Norm, the owner of Podcast One was not receiving that ministry. He was like, I am not about to have B. Scott ask me about these coins and dollars that I done fabricated.
See?
So I'm just like, when that happened, they hit me with the basketball wives moment. They were like, your services are no longer needed. I had just woken up and Denver was like, have you seen that email from Podcast One? And I was like, what
Listen.
email?
Ooh, the
I looked at
shade
my
of it
phone
all.
like, okay.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
I would have checked my
it was a lot.
contract and say,
Yeah.
you cannot fire me.
No.
No one fires B.
No,
Scott.
no, it was in the contract. I was like, I said, well, my services, I guess, could no longer be needed.
But there was a certain housewife who shall remain unnamed who tried to quit before she was actually fired because she knew it was coming down the pike.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
my.
She was like, nobody fires. Beep.
And then she got fired.
And then she got fired.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah, catch it.
I just caught it. I just caught it.
Catch it.
Take me higher, Lord.
You know I'm a
Take me-
shade assassin.
You
I
a
hit
shade
real
assassin.
fast.
I always say, like, look, the tea, I don't make the tea. The tea finds me.
That's
okay?
true.
I be minding my own business. And then people like you come and just drop this whole big, juicy,
Just a whole pitcher of tea.
Yes, a whole pitcher of tea that I can't even possibly drink
Some
in one sitting.
lemon and some honey off to
my
the
God.
side. A few cubes of sugar.
Yeah, so we're back.
Yes.
Okay, and the podcast is called the Love B. Scott Podcast.
Yes.
And we're keeping it brand centric. This is branding 101. The website started in 2007, so it's 10 years of lovebscott.com.
Woo woo.
And so now we're back with the Love B. Scott Podcast. And so, Kenya, getting
Yes.
into one of the topics. One of the topics on our top 10 or our hot topics from the website.
Correct.
I'm going to go ahead and get into it.
Just get into it, child. I'm here for a
Your
minute.
shit show with Matt.
Ooh.
It is turned into a shit show. Literally, I saw a clip, and see, this is how me and you are different because I'm paying all this money to fix up my house. I have just bought a house in West Hollywood, and it's expensive.
It's very expensive. Hundreds of thousands.
And
Hundreds.
I wish somebody would come to my house and kick in anything.
Yeah.
Let
Much
alone a
less-
window.
It's like that had to be super expensive. The car garage windows,
Yeah.
that's glass. Are you kidding me?
The glass wasn't that expensive, but that's beyond the point. Whether it costs $10 or $100 or $1,000 to replace, it should not have been damaged and not purposely. It's just one of the things that I have been dealing with Matt regarding his anger and his emotional outbursts. And that was just one of the first times that the show actually learned about it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Do you
because
think that
we
was
were filming at that time. But before, in Mexico, he admitted to kicking in the door in Mexico and having that outburst. And that was the first time I saw him get like that since we had been dating at that point in time over a year.
Do you know whether he has a history of this type of behavior, or is it because of the steroids?
Oh, now see.
That's what I thought it was initially. Like I
was
really
asking
did. I thought it was
question,
the steroids.
Because you're when you're on steroids, your emotions and your hormones are just
Yeah.
raging, and you have a hard time controlling them.
You know what? Honestly, I've never seen him do drugs. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't excessively drink. From when we've been together, I can't say that it's from steroids because I don't have any proof of that. I've only heard what other people have speculated, but I'm not going to say someone's doing drugs and I
Yeah.
don't have proof of it.
Yeah.
But I was concerned with the behavior, and at some point I did question it, but I never got any real answers. In terms of
Past relationships or situations that you know of.
there were some exes that had communicated with me when they first saw him on the show and said that he was a good guy, but he has this duality to him. Of course, they couldn't use that language because they're not Kenya Moore, but they said it in their own way.
You're so full of shit.
On
I
a
can't with
rudimentary
you.
level. And I just kind of ignored it because for me, I need you to show me who you are. I don't need to believe what other people say. It's just what I see from you. And I was willing to give him a chance despite what other exes say, because exes will say anything,
Yeah,
right?
true.
My exes don't, as you can see, other than if you want to call Walter an ex, you can, but I wouldn't. I don't claim him.
Oh.
But people I've actually been in long-term relationships, they haven't said anything about me. And I've dated, 20 years before, being on Real Housewives. I had a life before that. I had beautiful relationships.
What do you say for the people or to the people who say that this relationship was staged and it wasn't real?
No
was
one
just for
can
the
say
show?
that. No one can say that. I've been with this man for a year and a half. He can't even say that. And isn't that so damn tired? I'm so fucking tired of people with that old ass joke and those old ass lines. First of all, I'm a beautiful woman. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm intelligent.
Speak on
I'm
it.
accomplished. I'm fucking rich. And I don't need to pay a man to do shit, not even eat my pussy. Okay, so all those motherfuckers out there trying to say, oh, that was staged, that was this and that, whatever. I have 9 proposals to date, and I would have had 10 from Matt because the man was begging to marry me. I don't need to pretend and play. All that stuff came from Walter, the balding guy, that had to use the spray for his hair that I clocked for being a queen.
Oh my God.
Okay. And then he retaliated by saying, oh, it was fake, and then Phaedra put something else on it by saying, you know what? Oh, and she paid him. He's never said I paid him. He tried to say it was fake to save his own ass because I called him out for what I saw he was. And that was somebody who did not like women.
Oop.
Okay, now what is the next question?
Oh, we don't want him either then. So don't. And we don't want Walter. We're not claiming he's going to have to be asexual because we don't want him. So next question with me, it's not even a question. I think that, how do you think the show is doing without Nene?
I mean, the ratings speak for themselves. I mean, we had 3.7 ratings last week because people wanted to see what was going on with me and Matt. And I will take most of the credit for that.
So never mind Candy and Phaedra and all that.
Ciao.
Well, speaking of, I saw on Instagram.
What were people talking about after the episode?
Well, I saw that on Instagram. Today is your 4th year anniversary since
It
you joined the
is.
show. Well, congrats.
Yeah, this is my 5th season,
Fifth
but
season.
I guess they want to
Fourth
say it's my
year.
4th
Yay.
year
Okay.
anniversary. But
Okay.
you know what? Listen, I can sit here and take all the credit. Of course, I'm not going to do that. It is an ensemble show, but someone has to be a leader on a show like this, as Nene was when she was on, and I quickly, booted her off. So she had to give me her crown after I ran her off.
Oh my God. Okay.
After I ran her off, she had to get a crown to somebody.
Let me say this. I want to say this. One little known fact is I was the one that told you to have a scepter.
You were.
I was the one that got you having that stuff. I was like,
You're in
do it.
trouble.
And I told you.
So-
I
so
was
you-
like,
I never ratted you out.
You should.
Never, ever
I
ratted
own
you
it
out.
because I know good TV.
So you're the
Yeah.
I
reason
know
she
how
got
to
jumped.
pull focus.
Yes.
I said, you need a scepter so you can point at those
Yep.
bitches.
You
Look,
did.
bitch. You.
So everybody who came for me about having a
Come for
scepter,
B. Scott.
It was all B. Scott's
it was
fault.
all B. Scott's idea. And you know what? I don't regret it because
Yeah.
it was for entertainment. And literally, and actually a little known fact,
Yeah.
the scepter wasn't for anyone else other than Nene because she was always, it was always a beef between me and her.
Yeah.
At that time, it was me and Nene. I was only focused on her. Anybody else, it was just like, oh, really? You want to talk to me? Who are you?
Yeah.
And it just went.
The only reason it
south.
went that way was because, you
You can't-
Portia
yeah.
was looking for a storyline. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
got aggressive
Oh, yeah.
with you.
Oh, she's looking for words. You know, something she
Oh, I
doesn't
thought you were about to
have.
say work.
No words. Oh, she don't want this work.
How are you and her this season? Are you okay?
We're the same we've always been. You know, we're not friends. We've never been friends. We've never had anything in common. I take her at face value. And this season, you know, she pulls other rabbits out of her hat. Every time she's about to get fired, she comes up with something crazy to save her job every single year. Every single year.
Wow.
I've never seen. She's like a roach.
But
No, it's like you'll kill it, and it somehow it just pops back up, and it'll be on one leg, then 6 legs,
With bundles.
with bundles attached
let me
to
tell you
it, child.
something. But I
Clinging for
respect
dear
that.
life.
I respect that. And
But
that was
it's nothing organic in that, though. People that are on the show really telling their stories, really doing their jobs,
Yeah.
and then you.
No,
oh,
let me clarify that. I
Okay.
mean, I respect the fact of like, no, I need this check, and I'm going to do whatever I need to do, even though I don't have a legitimate storyline to be on the show. So I understand that when you need that check, I said it at the beginning of the show. Coins and dollars are important.
Amen.
you can understand.
I can understand,
The
not
difference
respect.
is
Okay, I take
I
it
can
back. Okay, there you go.
understand
There you
it, but I cannot respect
Yes,
it.
okay, I agree.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like the boyfriends that come out of nowhere, they appear for one time and you never see them again, and then the trip pops up,
Mm-hmm.
the couples trip, and then they pop up again. It's just like, come on, y'all. The audience is smarter than that, but nobody calls her out for those
Yeah.
things. When I've told an honest story since I've been on the show.
Yeah. Well, what I say about you is that you are a professional.
I am.
When they let you on the show, that was, I mean, honestly, they didn't know what they did at that moment.
Right.
You came in as a seasoned professional. You know what to do to make good television. You know your marks. You know how to be fun. It's like
knows how
it's
to
a whole.
twirl.
Yes, you know how to pull focus.
Well, thank you for that, but I just feel like you're going to pull focus if you have a certain star appeal. Nene has star
Yeah.
appeal. You can
Yeah.
say what you want about the girl. The girl had a star.
And what I love about Nene is her one-liners.
Yeah.
I still
she's
that
good
I
for that.
said what I said. I said what I said. And her British accent. I said what I said.
Is it British now?
I don't know where it
It
is.
was at the moment.
It was something. I think it's more like her proper. Like I speak proper. I
Yes,
said what I
yes.
said.
Shirt with an SH.
You know she
It
gonna
was
get you.
crazy.
And then when Candace like, hey, that was some bullshit.
Oh my God.
That was classic.
Yeah, no, you have to listen. She was partly responsible for bringing the show to the elevation that it is now.
Yeah,
you cannot
for
take
sure.
that away from her. And I would never take away someone's accomplishments. She was amazing on
Yeah.
the show.
And let me tell you something too. I would never leave a show.
I would have never
for whatever
left.
reason. Let me tell you
Never.
something.
I would have never
Never.
left.
Oh,
They would have had to
never.
drag me
Let me
by
tell
my
you
hair
something,
and
baby.
pull me out of that bitch. I would
Let
have
me-
never left a show that I helped to build.
Let me tell you
and
something.
I became a
That's it.
star up
Yep.
and the
That's
queen
it.
up. I would.
Let me-
You would have had
That's
to drag me
Let
out
me
there
tell you
kicking and
something.
screaming.
By my piece.
Let me tell you. I would never let any one of y'all bitches, and I call you a bitch.
Me too.
Any one of y'all bitches come into my shit
Yep.
and make me feel like for whatever reason that I'm not. I mean, this is my territory.
Yep.
I would let y'all come and play.
Well, she never had to deal. Well, let me stop.
Oh my God.
Let the church say amen.
Hallelujah.
Y'all about to get me up in here just
Yeah, spill all the tea.
Because
Ooh.
I mean, Nene and I are cool.
Yeah, we're cool.
And
We all hung out together in Miami.
No, exactly. But I would never discount her
Yeah.
accomplishments, achievements, her star power.
Yeah.
Because it is there.
Yeah.
And like you said, I agree with you. I would have never left my throne.
Yeah. Why do you think that Kim Zolciak is the only housewife with a spinoff show?
Child, is she
Well,
the
I
only
mean,
blonde?
from Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, Candy's had some spinoff
No,
shows.
I mean, but it's like, I think Don't Be Tardy for the
Well,
Party.
she had
It's
to
like
leave
this.
the show to
in
do
its fifth
that,
season.
though. Nene has had a spinoff. She had the wedding
So in the
special.
fifth season, you know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you a question. Why
Yeah.
do you mean? What do you think that's about?
Well, I'm explaining it.
Okay.
So Kim has a spinoff show that stands alone because she left Housewives altogether.
That was a choice, though.
That was a choice.
She
at
didn't
the
have
time.
to. She just said she was done.
It was a choice. I mean, her show works. It's
Yeah.
a good show. Kim is good for TV. But why is she coming from my purse now?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
why's she coming for your
Wait,
purse?
Well,
Is
she's
she?
coming from my purse. She's
What do you
trying
mean?
to get back on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, it's
she's
exclusive.
wait, wait.
She's
Oh.
trying to come back on the
Wait.
show. You didn't catch Andy the other day because she came for me for the Sheree's housewarming, which was the finale.
Oh, wow.
She came for me, and we're like, "Bitch, are you trying to get back on the show?" Because obviously, you know who to come for if you're trying to get a peach back.
Ooh,
Oh.
that part.
Okay,
Uh-oh, Kim.
all right.
Kim.
Well,
we gonna have to
Sit-
we'll have
writing
you-
on blogs, I hate that bitch. Now, I've always respected Kim. I've always given her love. I've always been nice to her. I've always been nothing but a sweetheart to her.
And she says she hates that bitch.
she hates that bitch.
Oh.
where
talking about me.
did she say this?
She said it on Carlos, our amazing executive producer, who without Carlos, the show wouldn't be where it is, in my opinion, now as well. He's sickening talented, and he just knows what he's doing. But yeah, she wrote something on his Instagram. I hate that bitch. Like, really? You are so bothered by me that you're going to be talking about me. I'm not talking about you. Your name isn't in my mouth.
But
So
can we-
clearly you're trying to come back. So she was on Watch What Happens Live just, 2 or 3 days ago?
Yeah, I saw Andy try to come for her surgery. I did see that part.
Child.
I'm sitting here looking like, can you come back to that shot? These arms.
You better stop.
Look at this. Oh my God, I have the dresses. I'm sure people are looking at the camera like, B Sky,
That's
like,
what
what
I
is,
thought.
What is
this?
happening?
Yes, see, I have a personal trainer. I've been working out.
You need to give me his number.
Oh, no, you're not
wait.
going to take my personal trainer. You're not going to do him like you did Matt. Then he be getting mug shots and going to jail.
He had those mugshots before, honey.
Yeah, I went
I
over
saw before
the show. Y'all didn't see this, but I was trying to adjust her seat, and I was overwhelmed by the magnitude of that ass. It's so much. It's so that ass is so bountiful. And ample. It's like it's a lot. It's
a whole
it's
seat.
literally
It's so
right now. It's
annoying.
literally hanging over
It is
the.
not,
It's like
G. It is
I can't even see the chair.
You're lying. First of all, my ass is
It's huge.
sitting on this chair. It's not
It's
even
huge.
that big.
It's huge.
My booty
I'm
fits
sorry.
my body. Now somebody's gonna trademark that. I mean, it just fits my body. I'm a curvy girl. I've always had these curves, whether I go up or down. I stay the same shape.
You have a big ass.
I don't think so.
It has its own gravitational force.
Okay, anyway,
shit.
moving on.
Come on now.
And I have a bone to pick. This is the bone.
What's the bone?
I have taken it really personal.
Lord have mercy. Can I get another seat for the other side of my ass for this one?
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this.
Oh my God, really, B?
I do.
Here we go.
Oh Lord,
I really
Lord,
do.
Here we
Lord,
go.
Lord, Lord.
Yeah. And it's like it's the same dream over and over.
What is it?
Is
Bitch,
it about
what
that
is it? About that ass.
That ass.
It's like, I'm anticipating a package.
Oh, yes.
I have been waiting for
I told
this
you.
more hair products.
I have
And-
told
no,
you.
excuse me, finish. I have to, a part of therapy and a part of, sharing your story with people, you have to receive what people are saying. You have to listen and acknowledge what I'm saying. You have to
Yes.
listen to receive.
Okay,
Okay?
I'm
Amen.
listening to
Come
you.
on with the word.
Yes, I have on several occasions
Yes.
asked you, when am I going to receive the more hair care products? I mean,
Yes.
sample
You have.
something.
You have. And
And I feel, at this point, I feel disrespected.
oh, Lord. Child, disrespect.
I kind of feel
Such a big
I kind
word.
of feel like it could be water still in the products. It's just a water.
Yo.
They're fake.
Yo.
You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Because I haven't received. We are friends.
tried it.
You haven't
You
given me
tried
any
it.
samples. You're doing the most on television.
I'm sorry.
But I haven't received anything. And people, I'm known for, well, right now my hair looks a little crazy in the light. But
No,
I'm saying,
no,
but
no.
I'm known for my healthy hair.
You are, and I honestly,
and my skin.
Yes, you are. You are gorgeous, and your hair is everything, everything. And I really would want you to be a brand ambassador, but until I come across with an offer and knowing what I can actually pay you.
So now you know. Okay, I get it now. So
I want it to be a check attached to those.
Let me tell you something. She's trying to feed into my ego.
No, I'm not.
You ain't slick, bitch.
Trust me. I had a conversation with Sam Fine today.
I love Sam Fine.
Okay, and we were talking about who I would want to be my brand ambassadors, and you were one.
Thank you.
So, and like I told him, until I get my final budget together, because we're launching Kenya Moore Hair Care. It's launching in, I can't say the retailer, but I can tell you it'll be in over 2,000 stores in Q4.
Come on, King
it's like
Jesus.
Q1 of next year. That's already done. That's a done deal. And so we are preparing all the marketing things. What stores are we opening first? What are we going to roll out to? Where are we going to advertise? And so I like to pay people. I want you to use the product. Obviously, I want to see if it works on you. I want to know what your feedback is. And then if you like it, hey, B, if you like it, here's a check. You tell me if that's acceptable to you. I just don't like asking people to do anything for free. Yeah, I can send you some products, but wouldn't you like some products and a check?
Absolutely.
That part.
Okay.
That is true.
I mean,
he knows.
Give me a minute.
It gets my attention when that good old money, that check, when people say, hey, B, we want you to do this, and this is how much we're going to pay you, as opposed to, can you do this?
Can you do me a favor?
I don't like to ask people for stuff. I don't like to be
Your
put in that
favors are not
position.
helping me with my overhead.
Yeah.
We run a business.
That part.
Yeah. I got to pay Denver.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, we have writers. We have a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People think because of the BET settlement, like, I'm now just rolling in the dough. I am.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that, Trey? That's the real tea.
I have to pay with my diamonds.
Yes, I have been shopping with you, child. It was like,
we had so much fun.
Just throw it in the bag.
Hey. We had so much fun. Where did we go? We went to
somewhere in Florida.
Y'all were doing the most.
Seagrass.
That was so much fun.
It was Seagrass.
Doing the most.
It was Seagrass.
Seagrass, because Nene recommended it.
Yeah, she did.
Nene was talking about go to Seagrass, and we went to Seagrass.
We did like a power shop. You know how you power walk? We power shop.
I heard I was on the phone, and I was like, y'all are doing the absolute most.
Oh my God, I love shopping like that. Because I'm decisive, something like that. Okay.
But you're serious.
Oh yeah.
You're a serious shopper. It was a little scary.
It was?
Yeah.
I did too much?
Yeah, you just went in like, I want this, and you were just ordering people like, that ain't gonna do. You were sending them away. I'm like, girl, this is an outlet. These people don't get paid enough for your antics. This shit is about 10%, of what I mean, like of what it used to be.
I know.
And you treating them like you in the real Gucci store. No,
that
girl, we in the outlet Gucci. Well, let me tell you,
Oh my God.
wasn't that crazy? That Gucci store, for some reason.
No, the Gucci store, I did well in that Gucci store.
No, I did good in the Gucci store too in terms of the product.
Yeah.
But it was so disheveled. And the workers, I was like,
well,
wait
it was an outlet.
That was true, okay.
I mean,
I think it was an outlet. But you can find some really good deals there. For me, I'm a baller on a budget. I like to save money. I don't care. You
Invest
can call
money.
Me. I love to invest money. I love to invest in real estate and other things. I have great stock. I invested in Amazon a long time ago before Amazon even got to be Amazon. I know where to put my money.
Yeah. And
I just love finding bargains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not a slave to fashion. I buy what I want. I can wear, $20 items or $2,000 items. So I don't really care.
You know one thing I will say about you, and I want my Love Muffins to hear this too, and the reason why me and you are cool outside of this thing called celebrity is because of your realness and you're consistent.
Thank you.
I have a problem with lack of consistency
I'm
with certain celebrities.
Extremely consistent.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a sense off of all of this, your spirit is like someone I can kick it with, like in real life. And so many other people are like, they're not consistent, and they only reach out to you when they want something, or for me, for example, they reach out to me when they want me to help them clean up a story or to write a certain narrative. And I have also in the past made the mistake of writing for certain friends when they were wrong.
Speak on it.
Because we were friends and I thought we had something real, only to find out we didn't have anything real.
Yeah.
And that hurt me. And I'm not going to say, it was a former housewife, but, that really hurt my feelings.
Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Did you catch it?
For me, I try not to interfere with people's jobs. I know you have a job to do. When I see Wendy Williams say stuff, or if I see, bloggers that I thought,
say something,
bloggers I thought I was cool with, I'm in my feelings for a moment, and then I'm like, you know what? They're doing their job. You know, they need to be fair and impartial. And if that's their opinion, that's what it is. If they're putting more on it, they're putting more on it. You know, it'll be a different story next week. And so I just try to, you know, not really be in my feelings over stuff.
And for me, the reality is too, like, and me and Denver talk about this a lot, is that when I decide to run something, 4 other websites could have run it.
Right.
Could have ran it. And when we run it, people take it as truth.
Right.
Because they know I'm not some shady, low level.
Yeah, you're not malicious.
Yeah, I'm not malicious.
Yeah.
No.
And
I mean, you might be shady.
yeah.
You wait.
Might.
I'm not gonna let that pass.
You know what, Denver?
Might be
not,
shady.
You know what?
No, I'm not
Your
letting that go.
services are no longer needed.
You done got yourself fired.
And no Christmas
Well, I'm
bonus
taking this
either.
rosé too.
Oh my goodness.
Take the rosé and leave, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I just think that, you know, people, it's interesting how people go about the things they need to, you know, how they do what they do.
Yeah.
And I like how you know, how we interacted. And
Yeah.
I click with people that I click with. I can't even explain it.
Me
People
too.
try to befriend me, and I'm just like, well, you know, we just don't click. I don't
Yeah.
really like you because I know your intentions are not pure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And outside of all this, we as celebrities, or we in the business, this is only a certain portion of our lives.
Right.
We are human beings like everybody else.
Yes.
So if I don't like you outside of the celebrity, then of course we're not going to be friends in real life.
You know, my circle is really small, and I have to say, I respond to people's energy. I don't really care what you do. I have friends that are in every aspect of life, jobs. You know, they could be a bus boy. If I like you, I like you. I just respond to energy.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a lot of friends. Not people that, like, if I'm going to be friends with someone, I just want to ride for them.
Yeah.
And then the friendship will grow naturally. I don't want to try to force anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So,
That's real.
And you're also a good time.
ooh, honey, I've heard
Regardless.
that so much.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yes, call 1-800-KENYA for a good time.
Oh my God. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know how
You
to
know
get
what I
back.
mean?
I don't know how to come back from that.
That was just shocking, disturbing.
Oh, you know you were into it.
So wait, it was 1-800.
I don't know what it was. It was 1-800-BigBooty.com.
Big booty
Hang
Judy.
on .com on the number.
I don't know. Big ass booty, dead ass.
Big booty Judy.
Come take me now. Enough to go around for the village.
That's why Matt's kicking indoors.
Right. Matt, you know, I was thinking about that. It must have been good. You must have that good for Matt to be showing out like that.
I mean, come on. You know, have you ever watched that HBO show with Issa Rae?
Insecure.
Insecure? Yes, I have. I love the show.
You know that song, Broken Pussy? Like,
Broken pussy.
well, it's not that.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
You are. And congrats to Issa Rae for her Golden Globe.
Yeah, good for her.
I
Yeah.
love
Good
that
for
show.
her.
Wait a minute. I just got to go off topic for 1 second. So I'll end this one. So, you know, look, you know, when the sex is good, it's good. You know, when a man is acting a certain way, obviously he's not acting like that because it's bad.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and we had good.
But was
we had good-
his sex good too? I heard he was packing.
I mean, you could.
Go ahead, speak on it. Tell the truth. Don't shame him. Tell the truth.
You want me to help him get more pussy?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Because his pussy game already went way up once he started dating me.
Okay, but
you
tell
know.
the truth. Don't do him all the way back. Is it?
No, he's a good lover. He's a good lover.
So he's equipped to handle all of that.
I mean, she
Yeah.
was with it, so you would kind of think.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good
No, but we've seen her booty on the show. It's huge. So if he can get past all of that
Child,
to have any type of
I'm a
Friction.
2. I'm a 2. You know, compared to what he really does like. I mean, he likes those big.
oh my goodness.
I mean, you're talking about a natural as it gets. It was one girl he was associated with. We all thought was, you know, transitioning. We just didn't know what was going on.
oh, just because the booty was just
No,
didn't
it
look
was
real.
just really pretty disgusting.
Oh,
it
wow.
was really embarrassing. But I mean, if that's what he likes, that's what he likes. But clearly, you know, you can't control a man's desires. But can I tell you? Did
Yes.
you watch the episode, the finale of Insecure? And did you see the fine boy tapping that girl from the back?
I did see that.
That had to be real. Did you not think that was real? Come on,
That was
tell
real
the truth.
sex?
Was that real sex? It's no way. I've been in love scenes, and they wear a
can see
sock.
it, yeah.
They wear a sock, but there's no way he could hit it that hard.
I mean, and they have like
Wow.
the GIF form, so it's kind of like slowed down, so you can really kind of
Was
like.
it, did it look real?
Oh,
It was real?
It looks extremely real, and I'm gonna
Oh my
need
goodness.
some answers because I
Wow.
was like, there is no way. I'm
There
a
was a- it
producer
was-
and a director. I know what you can do, and I'm like, there's that.
Wow.
It was very aggressive sex.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't look that closely.
I did.
You did.
I did
That freaky
several
side of
times.
Kenya
Oh,
Moore.
child.
That naughty side.
I don't think I'm that.
Are you coming out with your own sex products too?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm a freaky girl. I really don't.
What do you think happened with the whole like Portia and Candy thing? Do you think?
Well, they
do
both
you-
have admitted that they both kissed each other.
Okay.
But Candy has said that she was the aggressor.
Which Portia was?
Yes.
Does Candy have a sex room?
No, she doesn't. Those were, again, it was just some lies she
feel like
threw
that would
out
be
there
like her
for
whole
effect and just like, oh, let me just say some crazy stuff. But she went too far. She alleged certain things that Candy and Todd did, and we were all disgusted because it was like, bitch, we know you're trying to keep your job, but you have gone too far. When you start accusing people of illegal activity and trying to,
Okay.
take advantage of and you're hurting this girl's brand with these lies, you need to stop.
Right.
That's when you need to just really get kicked off the show. Because you don't even know where any type
boundaries
of
are.
boundary is.
Yeah.
And when you have been a celebrity and rich and famous as long as Candy is, and Candy has been very upfront about her sexuality.
Yeah.
She's talked about she's been with girls before. She's talked about that she has a sex line. I mean, come on, she's upfront.
Yeah.
Why would she lie about a sex room? That would probably turn all of her clients, the people who are buying her products on.
Should know Candy should probably rent it out.
Yeah, she rented
For
out,
that
do
coin.
tours, do shows.
She about her money. Speaking of money, yes, that's
So
true.
why would she lie about that? It's just stupidity. The stupidity that I can't deal with on this show. Like, oh, you paid somebody to be your boyfriend. Oh, you're dating a one-eyed African. You're a part of a sex trade. You're this, you're that. Like they go so far because they don't have brands of them of their own, and so they don't know what it's like to be protective of at least your business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't do that. When you have nothing to lose, you go after everyone who has everything to lose, and that's where I think
Ooh,
girls like that
Say that again. You have nothing to lose. You go after the ones
that have everything to lose.
Well,
You see what I mean?
Come on.
Like you're not on this level.
Yeah.
You came here.
We do that though. We say that a lot too because I mean, honestly, like especially in the business that we are, it's a very competitive business, and people have tried to come for us over the years,
Yeah.
and they have faded.
Yeah, and
Away.
you're still here.
Yeah.
That's a lot to.
They have literally faded away. It's
Yeah.
like they're gone and they're bitter. And some people, they do other try to transition to more positive things. But at the end of the day, you didn't succeed at what you were trying to do.
And as much as I can sit here, for me, I've always I despise people that just don't have any moral fiber, that this paycheck means everything to you. Well, see, when you are a Candy or you are a me, when you were somebody before this show, you'll be somebody after. The
Yes.
show did not make me.
Like Kim Phils.
oh shit! I forgot all about her.
Does a slow blink,
Yo, wait, yo.
tosses hair, and does a slow
You
blink.
know you like Kim
I
Phils.
completely
I don't
forgot
have anything
about.
against
I
her as a person.
I think you secretly wanted to be her.
You know what? I admit it. You caught me. You caught me. No, I didn't have anything against Kim personally, but I had a problem with being, to me, a leader on this show.
Yeah.
You're not going to come here and be fake.
Yeah.
You're not going to come here and act like no one has ever talked about your husband being gay when it was prevalent, even in social media for years prior to you even coming on the show. Like, address that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it is true or not, I don't know. I'm not qualified. I have no idea. But I do know that there's proof that these rumors existed. So why are you acting like somebody is just making this shit up? Like, be real.
Yeah.
And that's what I had a problem with. I feel like she came on the show just to get some bills
Yes.
paid.
And
And
my
she was
issue-
going to just be this sugary sweet person at all costs. And that's not who she is.
My issue is
That's
that
not the show
when you
either.
sign up for a reality television show, you know exactly what you're signing up for, especially the Housewives of Atlanta. If you're not
Yes.
coming on the show to bring the drama, then you shouldn't sign up for the show.
Right.
And I think that was partly because, Andy was obsessed with her. He liked her.
True.
You know, I mean, that's probably
Very
why
true.
she came on the show in the first place, because he helped push it forward.
Absolutely.
But once she got on the show and she sucked,
Yes.
he couldn't save her.
He couldn't save her.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't come on the Housewives of Atlanta being boring.
No, and the thing is, she was being fake.
Yeah.
And that was what I had a problem with. Like, girl, we all know you have your tax liens and your foreclosures, but you're not going to come over here just to get a bill paid when I'm over here showing with my panties hanging out in the wind every week, and you're going to sit here and go, oh, no, that rumor, I don't know where that came from. We're a Christian family, and we're just perfect. No, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help us, Lord.
Go get your
Help
own
us,
show
Jesus.
somewhere.
Help us,
child.
Lord.
Help us, Lord, and their gay husbands. So
No, and, honesty is key, and I learned that very early on. You cannot fake for the cameras. The cameras will see whatever it is. So, even, going back to the whole thing with Matt, when he went on his little Instagram, he knew that the show was coming where he kicked the window in. And then he went on this tirade on his Instagram like he always does,
Yeah.
being the immature, emotional person that
Yeah.
he is. Oh, I was asked to play the role of an abusive boy. No, you weren't, sweetie. No, you weren't. Don't do that. And I stayed quiet. I gave him enough rope to hang himself, because the truth will always be the truth no matter what.
but he also doesn't know his place. I feel like people.
You better
Let
talk.
me tell you something.
You
people,
better, yes.
you have to understand your place.
Now we talking.
And his place is to dick you down into submission.
Right.
If, you know what I'm saying, do that and do
Just
it
do
well.
that.
Just play that.
Just play
be
that.
supportive.
Just be like, baby, you're great. You're beautiful. You're everything.
Here's this dick.
And he
I'm going to
coulda
give it to you on a daily basis.
He could have had everything.
What you talking about? Slap, just put it in your mouth.
Right.
Slap, just put it in your, you know what I mean? That's what he should have done to you.
Yep.
And then you would have no problems. And I'm the same thing with men. Like, the same thing. It's like, men,
Yes.
it's like, if you plan your role, you
don't
wouldn't have
even
no
know how to
problems
do
out of
that.
me.
You don't even know
You
how to
have
do that.
If you can't cover in the basics, if you ain't giving me that
Yes.
dick on a consistent, constant basis,
Yes.
then we don't. Of course, we're not gonna work.
Right, but I'm just saying you don't even
The
know how to
basic-
play your
role. Your role is to be there to be supportive.
Yes.
To be the younger man.
Be that man on the
Yes.
reunion that says, "Wait a minute, she already answered you, son."
Yes, that was
Be
good.
That.
That was good.
I really
That
did.
was good.
That was a really
That
nice
was good.
But you're gonna win all day long, being somebody who genuinely is in love with
Yeah.
me, that has my back. You're
Yeah.
gonna win all day long. But when you come for me,
Yeah.
and I got all my receipts,
No.
you're gonna lose every time.
And you don't even have the capacity to come for you.
Don't.
Because he doesn't have
exactly.
the platform.
No, you don't
Poor
have
baby.
the platform.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
but you go from 300 followers to 45,000 because of one person, but then you want to use that same platform to then try to tear me down and come for me? It's just stupidity.
Did you want to have kids with him at one point?
Yes. Yeah, he was my boyfriend, of course. I want to have kids. I'm in a relationship. There's love there. Of course I wanted to have children with him.
There's love.
There was love there.
There's
I
love.
still love him.
Okay.
Yeah, I never said I did.
What does Matt need to do? Let me look at before you shake your head. I know I saw some TMZ story about it's never could happen, whatever. But you just said there's love there.
There is.
So
I'm not going to lie
Matt,
about
if
that.
Matt somehow were to see this or to hear this, what could he do?
You starting some mess.
I'm
B.
asking you a question. What could he do, Kenya?
He has done
'Cause you love
so
him.
much. It doesn't matter. Like I said,
Excuse
love
me.
is not
Excuse me.
enough.
I'm
Love is
asking
not
you.
enough. I'm too
Excuse
grown
me. Excuse
to
me.
know
What
the
my bell? I
difference.
say ding, 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 ding.
Ding,
Excuse
ding.
me. Can you answer the question at hand? What would he hypothetically need to do to get you back?
First of all, I believe that's a very loaded question, B, because
But shoot the gun then. What does he need to do?
I don't think it's
What are the
possible.
steps? What would put him...
admit to lies,
Okay.
admit to lying, admit to just number one, not being honest about what everything was. Then having some real intense therapy for a while.
That's real.
Because I don't think that it's immaturity anymore. I think that there are other things in play, and I've seen too much and I know too much. And some things I will never say because I think that you have to draw a line someplace, especially when you've ever had love for someone. You're going to hold their deepest, darkest secrets. And I will always
And what could
do
truly
that.
send them over the edge.
And what could truly send them over the edge. And I will never betray him that way. And if he wants to talk about those things, I will allow him to talk about it, but I will never talk about it. So for me, you need to seek real intense therapy and allow the therapist to do their jobs.
Yeah. And that's the hard part, you know, when we talk about therapy, especially in the Black community, it has such a taboo about it. It's like, you know, people just like they touched or, you know, they look down on like, no,
I've
but
had
we all have,
therapy.
me too.
I'm not ashamed of it. In fact, it saved my life. It saved my life. I mean, you know how I was with my mother. My mother used to sit in the same room with me, this close from each other, and not even look at me and talk to everybody in the room, acknowledge everyone in the room, and never look me in my face, never even say hello to me. And I was her child. And that happened for most of my life. So you can't tell me that therapy didn't benefit. I didn't benefit from that.
I gotta pour some more of
I'm
that.
just
Oh my
saying,
goodness.
like, I'm not ashamed of that. And people will say, and I've heard the foulest things again on this show, me opening up, me being real, me being authentic. And then guess what? The haters out there, that's why her mother didn't want her. That's why she has these problems.
Not to cut you off.
But
what Sheree said. I did cut off.
You did.
It's my show.
Yeah.
What Sheree said. She said
same
that
thing.
At least my mother likes what she said.
Yeah, my mother loves me. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. That was a low blow.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
see, the thing is, I'm shady in a funny way, and I'm shady when you come for me, but I am not shady to the degree of cruelty. All of those girls have come to me on a level of Phaedra talking about I had scrambled eggs. You know, talking about fertility issues in a woman. Who does that?
Phaedra.
You know, but nobody says anything about that. You know, and now Sheree talking about, my mother wants me. Where I've displayed to the world how vulnerable I was to walk up to my mother's door to try to get her to talk to me. And you want to use that against me because I said something that was the truth, that your house wasn't in your name, it's in your mother's name. So that gives you a right to come for me and talk about my mother not wanting me and a decision she made when she was 15 years old having a child. I didn't have anything to do with that. I wasn't even born. She was a child having a child. I don't judge her for that. I judge her for the treatment of me, my life. I don't judge her for not wanting to keep her child.
My question about that too, was there or is there some mental health issues there with your mother?
I absolutely 100% believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's
Because
never...
in my head, I'm like, it has to be some mental health issues going on.
Who can sit and look their own mother in the eye? Their own mother in the eye. Once we got into... I had tried, me and my cousin, I hid in a closet and I had a pre-recorded message for her because she wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't acknowledge me. So we recorded this message saying, I know you and my dad had to love each other at one time. I don't want you don't have to allow me to call you mother, but can I just be your friend? And I hid in her closet.
Wow.
My cousin covered me with clothes and all kind of things. And I hid in her closet. When she came home, I pressed play. And so it played. She went in the closet. She tore all of the things off of me. And she looked me in my face and she said, I will never be your friend and I will dog you for the rest of your life. To my face. Then she ran and my grandmother was there. And for the first time, her mother took up for me that I saw. Now, she may have done it before, but I saw it with my own two eyes. And she said, how could you treat her that way? And my mother looked her own mother in the face and said, I have never had a child. To her mother's face. So you can't tell me that somebody who is capable of doing those things are in their right mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You can't. And I'm not going to sit here and say my mother is evil and my mother is
mental illness.
sick.
She's sick, yeah.
She has a sickness. I don't care. I don't know what it is. I tried my hardest. I was a psychology student. I wanted to understand it. I never could understand it. I wanted to be a child psychologist. If I wasn't doing this, I would be somewhere sitting, talking to little kids because that's where my heart is. I wanted to help kids navigate mental health issues. So I am the first one that will say, you know what, get some help. And I would never, ever make someone feel ashamed of getting help.
What would you say to a little girl or a little boy that is experiencing those type of issues from their parents, like, or like they don't know who they're,
Most don't. Yeah.
Or like, like, what do you say to someone who's like, has someone that they know that this is my father or mother, but they don't want to have anything to do with them?
That's a tough question, and honestly, for a child, that's very difficult to come to terms with, because you will carry those abandonment issues for the rest of your life because of that. And for me, at some point, and it took me many, many years to figure it out. It took me many relationships to figure it out. I'm still figuring it out. Why do you think I have worked with Matt all this time? Because I see a good person there, but I see an illness there too. And my compassion for
that's
him,
deep.
but that is the truth though. Because I'll get questions. Well, why do you keep going back to him? Why do you keep going back to him? Number one, because I see him. But he has things that he's battling. But I know it can be helped if he does what he's supposed to do, which is get help.
Yes.
And so I have that thing in me because of my mom and everyone else, that when I see it, I know that isn't who you really are.
Would you go to would you go to therapy with him?
Oh, absolutely, and I have. And
Okay.
you'll learn that from the show. But to little kids, I would just say, you know what? In time, things will get better. You have to love yourself, and you have to find love every place that, it might be with a teacher, it might be with aunts, it might be with uncles, it might be with sisters and brothers, but there's love all around you. And at some point, if no one loves you, God loves you. And so you just have to be brave and strong and just live your life and give love to so much more and many people as you possibly can. And just pray that person will get better.
For me as a child, I had to...
Because you were adopted, right?
No, I wasn't adopted.
Oh, you weren't?
I'm mixed race, but...
Okay.
But as
I
a
got you mixed up.
But
Sorry.
as a child...
all these mixed people.
You know what? I'm gonna fuck her up. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up
I
in
can't
here.
keep them straight.
Because I got these mulatto issues. I'm mulatto.
I'm adopted now, mixed race. There's just a lot going on.
It's just, shy. I can't keep these mulattoes
I am.
straight.
Let me tell you something. But I was gonna say something really profound.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
baby.
let me
Go
get back
ahead.
to my moment. So, you ain't shit, ain't gonna be shit, ain't gonna do shit. And I'm gonna befriend Matt. Me and Matt gonna become friends.
He needs
And
help.
I'm gonna start fucking him and come on the show. Because you did that. Okay, what I was trying to say is, so for me when growing up, I started, because of how people were treating me, I started to equate being loved with being hurt. And I knew that they were hurting me because they loved me. Mm-hmm. And so that has come with me as I have my relationships with men and in other situations where it's just like, if you're not hurting me, that means you don't love me.
Yep, a lot
if
of
we're
people-
not fighting, that doesn't mean you don't love
care.
me.
Right.
I need that validation of, you need to hurt me so I understand, because of what I came from, that being hurt means you love me.
Yeah.
So if you're not hurting me, that means you must not care that much.
That's an issue that a lot of people have.
Yeah, and it took years.
The
and
fighting.
Also,
Unless Matt used to do the same thing. I would always sit and calmly talk to him. Please calm down.
He wants a
Please calm-
reaction.
He wants a reaction. And so to him, that big angry reaction, that's love. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted her to respond that way. But I'm not that girl.
Yeah.
I know I'm very vocal. I can be very aggressive when pushed on my show with these women. But with my relationships with men, I don't do all that fighting. I'm not used to men yelling at me. I'm not used to men being angry. I've had 9 proposals. I'm doing something right. And people can say all day long, oh, she can't keep a man. Well, bitch, I had 9 proposals. What part of not keep a man are you seeing?
So what is it?
Because obviously, if I wanted them, I would be with them.
So you had 9 proposals. What caused you not to marry
1 through 9.
1 through 9?
I wasn't in love. The first one came, and my dad can tell you this. We've talked about it on the show. The first one came from somebody I just wasn't in love with. And he called and he asked my grandmother, can I ask for her hand? And he was a prominent person in Detroit. He was wealthy. He was, older. And we were friends. I didn't even like him like that. I liked him, but I wasn't in love with him. And I just thought it was a joke because he did it over the phone. And he was like, you're the first person I've ever asked to marry me.
Over the phone?
Over the phone. Well, I was in a different state.
Okay.
I had moved. I was in school.
He couldn't come and do it?
No, and that's what also pissed me off. Like, I was like, are you not, it's over the phone. And he called my grandmother first. And I'm like, you're doing all this. You have money. You could have flown to where I was. And I was young, so again, I wasn't in love. And the one person I wanted to marry never asked me.
Damn.
Ain't that some shit?
Yep. I was
Is he married now?
I don't think he ever got married. I know he lives with someone, or last I heard he was living with someone that has a child, but I don't think he ever got married to her.
So would you have children without a husband?
Absolutely. Now I would. I never wanted to. But, listen, I'm not a spring chicken. Obviously, I know I look like one, but I'm actually not.
Take a sip.
Take a sip.
Well, Janet can have a baby at 50.
Yeah. But
Surely
I never
there's
wanted
hope.
to be here at this age having a child. But you know what? God has a path for me and I just have to follow it. And I think what a lot of people don't know about me or have learned about me is I'm extremely nurturing. Children just gravitate toward me and animals gravitate toward me. And I just feel like I just want to love kids so badly, and I think that they can sense when there's a pure spirit versus someone trying to take advantage of them or hurt them. And
I think you'll be a great mother.
I think I will too.
Yeah.
And I just have to.
It's happening. You want it. You want it to happen.
Yeah.
Is that something?
What?
Is anything happening right now?
What, my leg?
No, I'm asking. Are you?
Am I pregnant right now? No, that would be a no. I've definitely in the past 2 years have had some
Close
calls, yeah, where I thought it was happening, and and then it didn't, and then of course I'm not gonna put myself out there. I don't think I'll ever really even share that on the show. I don't think I can, because it's so personal to me. And most of the time at your age and your eggs, and even when you go through IVF, people do it multiple times, and they may do it 4, 5, 6. You've heard of nightmares where people go through it 8 times. Celine Dion, all these celebrities. Why do you think they have twins? It's because they've gone through in vitro, and there is a high number of miscarriages involved. And you know what? How cruel some of these fans are on the show. I just wouldn't want to share it with them. I think I'll probably be pushed to the hospital, like, oh no, I'm not pregnant on my way to deliver, because I just don't. Yeah, that's my little puppy.
The little dog is down there.
Ready to
go. Be quiet, King. Quiet.
Hush now. You want some butt pops?
Yes.
They want butt pops. I have a girlfriend who has a son. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him some butt pops.
No.
He need butt pops. Like, I believe in butt popping.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know about believing in that.
You don't believe in it? That's why
I
your
believe in
dog's so bad.
punishment.
That's why your dogs act the way they act.
No, I don't butt pop my dogs.
I give them. I do a timeout.
Everybody deserves a butt pop every now and
then.
then.
Nah, I give them a timeout, because they don't learn from negative
feedback.
Not dogs.
No, they don't.
Reinforcement. It's what we call
No,
it,
they
negative
don't. Negative
reinforcement. Going back to our psychology.
Yes, Freud would say
Yeah.
that was negative reinforcement, and
Yeah.
you just don't respond to that. I never did as a child.
I did.
I always say it butt
I would
pops,
be like,
but I feel like if
bring
I
it
was
on. That's all you got?
No.
Hit me again. Hit me again.
No, I got hit. And I got
no.
Ooh,
smarter.
child, no. I was bad.
my parents, by the time they had me, they were so old that they would be like, I'm gonna beat you. But you sit in this chair,
And
I'm
then
gonna go
they take a
pick
nap.
They're like, I'm gonna go pick these butter beans because I'm country. I grew up on the farm. I'm gonna go pick these butter beans. When I come back, I'm gonna get you.
Wait.
Pick-
But by
pick
the
the
time
what?
they come back, they will be like,
tired.
look, I'm tired. Go on to bed.
Pick the what?
Butter beans.
Butter beans.
know
Butter
those
beans.
are
Them
lima
butter
beans,
beans,
I
lima
think.
beans, but they sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I was never good at farm work.
Really? That is a huge surprise.
You know
dude.
what? We are really
We're
good.
shocked. That is quite a
The way
a
you try to play
revelation.
me low key, like you low key try to play me. Okay, I see what's happening. But yeah, so I just feel like maybe I wouldn't beat them, but I would probably threaten them. I'm gonna give you a butt pop.
Do you want kids?
I do.
How many?
I want 2.
Yeah, me too.
I want a little boy and a little girl.
Me too.
And they have to be around the same age so they can look after each other.
Yeah, like like.
But I
my
prefer
puppies.
the boy to be older than the girl.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you
Go
have-
watch out
you
for your
have it all
sister
planned
now.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, in
That-
Tuscany. I envision it in my Tuscany villa. And I'm going to be like, they running down the vineyard. I'm like, watch out for her now. As I'm sitting here boozing it up.
Parenthood.
Stumbling all through the house.
Yes, watch her now. I'm going to sleep.
Come back on the concrete floor like, oh, did y'all have a good time?
So what is next for Kenya?
Wow. It is.
You know, the thing is, I'm starting to cut you
Yeah.
off. Let me say
Again.
this before again.
Again.
I know, I like to say this before I forget. You know, as we get older, it's like, you know, it's really about what makes you tick, like what you really want to spend your time doing.
Yes.
That's the thing with me. What's more valuable than money, what's more valuable than property, than whatever else you may be wanting materialistically. It's about how am I spending my time? Mm-hmm. I want to, as I get older, I'm 35 now, and as I get older, I want to only spend my time on things that truly interest me and that I want to do.
Yes.
I want to do less of things I don't want to do and more of things that I want to do. So what are the things, I'm sure it's the same with you, what are the things you want to do moving forward?
Oh my God, that's such a important question. If I had it my way, I absolutely loved building Moore Manor. And I would have my own show on HGTV, flipping houses or something, renovating houses. In fact, I have some meetings coming up about that, so fingers crossed. I would be, which I am already on path to be the next Madam CJ Walker. I am so passionate about hair care. I want to empower people to have choices on, how they want to wear their hair, how they, want to cut it, style, whatever. And Kenya Moore Hair Care would be international. And I want to continue working on that until my brand is global and until it meets all my expectations. I'm just so passionate about it.
And personally, kids? Husband.
Personally, obviously, I would definitely have 2 kids, and I would have a loving partner.
The doggy. Which one is this?
This is King. This is my little boy.
You had to look and make sure. Like, which
Yeah,
is,
because from their top of their heads, they
you
look
don't
the
even know
same.
your children. I don't think you should
do
have
too.
children. You're like, this is
You know what, B? These nuts. Okay.
You see how people just do? They come on your show to
Okay.
disrespect you.
And put nuts in your face.
But what you don't know is that this blog I'm about to release on you, girl, it's going to take you down. Okay?
Better have tried.
Kenya Moore.
Oh,
How should you use my words against me?
Oh, wait.
One thing about it.
Wait.
No, it's the original phrase. Is one thing about it been talked about by Better, but Better have tried is the extension version. See, the people be taking stuff they don't know how they got it, honey.
Woo! That just shows we have a lot in common.
We do.
No, beautiful, partner and kids, and just being.
Maybe it could be
happy.
Matt. I think you.
I don't know.
I think you put
I
it on
don't
the
know.
table.
That's a stretch.
You told him what he
know.
needs to do.
After that kind of betrayal, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
got
hard to
me.
come back from.
I could deal with a lot of stuff, but the betrayal.
So if I had him on the show, how would you feel about that?
If you wanted to talk to him, I wouldn't feel any kind of way. I know what the truth is, and he knows what the truth is. I can show you an email today that he sent me. He knows what the truth is.
Oh, so
Okay.
you
Now
guys
he
are
wants to
still
say
talking?
Great
radar.
communication.
Yeah, well, now he wants to say Radar Online lied. He didn't really say those things, and he never told anybody our relationship was fake. I said, but you were trying to say you were playing on our show. Don't you think people would think that too? I never meant to make people think that. Okay,
You know
girl,
what
bye.
time it is. The thing is, regardless
Girl.
of whatever the circumstances are, when he met you, you were on The Housewives.
Right.
So you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when dudes meet me. Like, well, you already know it's B. Scott.
Yeah.
You know what you signed up for.
Yeah, and also when
You know what I mean?
do
It's like, you know
scenes,
what it
no, I'm not
is.
going to call you and tell you about the scene because you people, just like with Carlos, his brand of producing, you don't know who's about to walk in the room. You don't know what's about to happen. Candy and the baby daddy's girlfriend coming into the room and saying, "Hey, I'm Block's girl." She didn't know that was coming. Mm-hmm. You cannot produce a reality show where you know everything that's happening. So that's just what it is. Are we running out of time? You getting nods?
Yes, we are approaching that time. You know, actually, we were going and we were shooting for 30 minutes.
Oh, we were? Okay, so we
But
got
this got so good.
Part 2.
We got 2.
Yeah.
So part 1, part 2. It gets so good with Big Booty Judy that we just had to keep going and going.
Like that ass.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, anything for you.
Anything.
You know I love you.
I think you want to have my baby. That's what it is.
I thought about it.
You think so?
I thought about it.
Oh, really?
I think that baby would be lethally beautiful.
Oh,
It would
yes.
have really good hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it would.
It would have really good hair.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness. We should talk
would.
about it.
Yes.
And it'd be crazy
Well, you
as
know,
hell.
when we were in Miami, you know, because I don't see B every day, and I remember being in the store and I was shopping, and he came in, and I looked up, and I was just like, because he's so stunning.
Thank you.
So stunning that it's just shocking when he walks into the room, like, oh, wow. You know?
Yeah.
It kind of takes
Thank
you off
you.
guard.
You know what's so funny about that? When you say something like that, like for me, like sometimes people also talk about like different things, and I'm like about my appearance. I mean, in positive ways. But like I've gotten to a point now where I can receive it.
Oh,
Because I'm so
good.
critical of
Yeah.
myself. We all are.
We all are.
So I'd be like, I don't think I look good today.
Yeah.
I have a bump right here, or my
Yeah.
hair's not looking right. Or I feel a little whatever.
Yeah, we all have those moments.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But I receive that. Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Oh, and vice versa. You know.
Beautiful bitch.
Thank
How
you so
dare
much.
you have any problems in life?
Oh Lord.
You think you have problems? Just look in the mirror, damn it.
You know what? I receive it. Love it. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you,
You're
Kenya. It's been a
welcome.
pleasure.
And I can't wait to visit More Manor.
KenyaMooreHair.com.
Yep. No, but I need my products sent to me. I'm not going to go to the website to go and buy
I
the products.
will. I'm
You're
getting
so
it together.
shady.
First of the year.
And they better be right, too. 'Cause you know I'm serious about my hair care products.
Listen, I'm more serious.
I'm going to be like, it's garbage.
and I will probably beat your ass.
All right. Thank you, Love Muffin, so much for listening to the Love B. Scott podcast.
And they can follow me on Instagram.
Okay. Yep.
The Kenya Moore.
The Kenya Moore. And on Facebook.
The Kenya Moore.
AKA
And Twitter.
Big Booty Judy.
No. And on Twitter, just Kenya Moore.
Thank you so much. And always go to lovebscott.com for all your latest in celebrity news and entertainment. Thank you so much for hanging in here with me.
Yeah, it felt good.
And of course, double kisses. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for listening to The B. Scott Show. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Love B. Scott. And make sure you review the show on iTunes. And you can always find me on lovebscott.com.